be going over all of the books we want to read in March.
Just saying that sounds crazy.
It doesn't sound right. Like, I can't believe it's already going to be March. We are still going to be doing a February wrap-up, but we just needed a little bit more time to read. So we decided to put our TBR out first.
We do have our 2 stacks here that we're going to go over with you guys, and then after that we will be blind picking 1 book each off of that TBR card that we made.
First up, we have Mary Jane. I did just get this one from BookOutlet. I think in the last BookOutlet haul we did. This is just giving like spring break. We just talked about it. I know it's like a historical fiction set in 1970s. We're following a young girl and she's basically just being introduced to the lifestyle of drugs and partying and all that crazy stuff. So I've heard really good things about it. I'm honestly anticipating like 5 stars for this.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna like really love this. Just because Sarah Corelli really loved it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But I think this will be a fun one to read this month.
The first one I picked out is Gallant, and I hope to gosh that's how you say this title. You guys know how bad I am at pronunciations, but this is by V.E. Schwab. This will be my first V.E. Schwab book. You read The Life of Addie LaRue and really liked it.
Second half.
Okay, the second half you really liked. I haven't read any of her work yet, so I thought I would start with this one. I think this was the one that was about like a haunted house. It's basically just a really spooky mansion. Our main character's name is Olivia. She goes there, she discovers a bunch of stuff that happened in her family in the past, and it's kind of just figuring out what is going on. The top just says, "The shadows are not real, the dreams can never hurt you. You will be safe as long as you stay away from Gallant." But of course, we're at Gallant. So I'm just excited to see what this entails. I'm hoping to really like her writing because I know I have another book of hers and there's a couple more I want to get. I think this one would be a quick YA read, so that's mainly the reason I picked it, because I'm not doing so hot for my February books. This one I do think will be interesting though.
Oh, I have some series in here.
Oh, this is your series, Mom.
Era, my series. I'm back in my series era. Okay, so I want to keep going on with the Shatter Me series. I'm currently reading Unravel Me. I'm just loving it. I'm so happy I'm loving it because I really thought I was gonna be one of the girls who didn't like it, but I'm really liking it so far. It's just a really cute series. There's a lot of romance in there. There's some dystopian in there, fantasy. We got powers going on. It's just a lot of different stuff. Love it.
You guys, this next book, I'm kind of very sad because I had spoiled this book for myself. I'm guessing when it was first published, it had a different cover and the summary and synopsis on Goodreads was completely different. So I'm so upset. I know a huge part of what's gonna happen, but I still do want to read it because I've heard that it's very good. And it is If He Had Been With Me by Lauren Nolan. I love this cover. So first of all, I'm glad they changed it, but I'm super sad that I accidentally read the old Goodreads synopsis. Do not read it, you guys. It spoils everything. But I will read the back of this one because this one isn't bad. It says, "If he had been with me, everything would have been different. Autumn and Finn used to be inseparable, but something changed, or they changed. Now they do their best to ignore each other." So I love that. They were best friends, had a falling out, and now they don't really speak. Autumn has a boyfriend now and her group of friends. Finn has become that boy at school that everyone wants to be around. That doesn't stop the way Autumn feels every time she and Finn cross paths, and the growing nagging thought that maybe things could have been different if they had ended up together. That sounds so good. I believe they're in high school. It's like a contemporary story. Everyone says it's like a sad book. If you want to cry, like, read this. I haven't read a sad book in a while, so I thought this one would be the perfect one to do that with. I'm just so upset. I know a huge part of what's gonna happen. What I'm hoping is that that's something we learned early on.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like too much of a spoiler, but if you've read this book, you probably know what I saw. I'll let you guys know what I think after this month, hopefully.
Going on with my series era, I'm gonna keep going on with the Scythe trilogy. Trilogy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I haven't kept going, honestly, because I think about the story all the time. I think I don't want to keep going because I don't want anything to be ruined, but I know you said this one's like your favorite one. I know the first book did focus a lot on Citra and Rowan, and this one is gonna go more into the Thunderhead, which is like their freaking iCloud, their leader, their god. I don't even know how to explain what this is. It's just, the Thunderhead is everything that keeps this world going. So I'm excited to see what all is about to go down. But it is a thick book.
It reads so fast.
Yeah,
though.
these do read fast. So it shouldn't be that bad, but very excited to keep going on with this series.
I'm excited for you. I'll read it with you.
Okay, will you?
It's so good. Yeah, I might annotate my own. So my next one is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I just recently hauled this one. This is one I've had on my radar for a while. Every time we go book shopping, I see it. I never really stop and look at it, but I finally realized I'm just gonna read it. It's a short enough book. This is the one that takes place in a small coffee shop in Tokyo. and there's time travel involved. That just sounds so good. So it says the story is over the course of one summer, 4 customers visit the cafe in hopes of making that journey. But time travel isn't so simple. There are rules that must be followed. Most important, the trip can only last as long as it takes for the coffee to get cold. Heartwarming, wistful, mysterious, and delightfully quirky. This novel explores the age-old question, what would you change if you could travel back in time? I'm so ready for it. Everyone says it's really sad. I know that there's like a mini series and there's a bunch more of these, so if I like it, I will definitely buy the rest. But I kind of like how tiny this book is too. It is like a good coffee table book, and I think this would be the one that I'd want to bring out in public to just like read. Let me know if you have read this one though. A couple of you guys have commented saying you really enjoyed it.
I do want to read The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I did just haul this one in our last Barnes & Noble trip to New Orleans. That's our favorite Barnes & Noble ever, so it's just making this book even more special. This is a bodyguard romance. I've been wanting to read one of those for such a long time. A few of you guys have said that it is so good, so I'm so excited to read it. I did mention in that video that I do love that it's kind of opposite. So we have the woman who's actually the bodyguard and the man is like the celebrity, and I think that is so cute and different. It is going to be a fake dating trope, which I do love that. I think this is just going to be a good time.
My most March themed book, I had to do it, and I told you guys I would. I've got to read We Are the Brennans by Tracy Lange because this was one of your 5-star reads last year. There's freaking clovers on the cover. It has to be read in March. I don't know too much. I always say it. You say it's basically just a family drama.
That's the book that made me realize that I like family drama.
Yeah. It says an Irish Catholic family torn apart by secrets. We know that the daughter runs away from her past, but something brings her back home and she has to face the consequences. Her family, secrets are spilled, a bunch of stuff happens. I'm ready for it. I had to throw in one like St. Patrick's Day-ish themed one, so this is it for this month. I do know this one is still on BookOutlet if you guys want to get this for this month, but I'm just really ready to finally read it.
I do want to start reading one mystery thriller at least once a month. I just have so many mystery thrillers on my shelf that I need to get through them. So the one I'm going to pick for this month is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I'm going to read the back of this for y'all. No one ever just disappears. Eli Mack was the perfect daughter and then she was gone. 10 years after Eli's disappearance, her mother is trying to put her life back together when she meets an unexpectedly charming man in a cafe. Before she knows it, she's meeting his daughter Poppy, and Poppy is the spitting image of Ellie. So I don't even know how she's gonna react. Like, I already want to know, what do you do? What do you say? Do you just pretend like nothing? Or do you say something right then and there? I might start the month off with this book because I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen. Hopefully I love this one, and then I can get to all of my other Lisa Jewell books.
I've got a bunch by her too.
Yeah, so we need to get them going.
Yeah. I myself have picked out some romance books for this month, and my first one is Promises and Pomegranates by Sav R. Miller. Here's the thing, okay? Something about dark romance books, I just read them a lot quicker than normal romance books. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because they're more intriguing to me or they're just extra juicy, but I read them way faster, so I wanted to do this one this month. This is the one that is a retelling of Hades and Persephone. I'm hoping it's a little bit darker than Neon Gods because I liked that one. I just wish there was a little more. Our two main characters in this one is Elena and Cal. I believe it is dual point of view. On the front, it does say Monsters and Muses Book 1. I just looked it up. There are 5 books in this series now. I don't know if it all follows Elena and Cal or if they're each different couples, but I'm hoping now that I really like the writing so I can buy the rest of the books. I did not know it was a full-on series. I do see this one quite a bit, but I don't hear much about the rest. So if you have read this, let me know how you enjoy the series, if you think it's worth reading the rest of them. But yeah, I think this will just be like a quick, fun one to read this month, I hope, because I guess I just started a series by accident. So hopefully it's really good.
We've said it over and over again. We need to get through the Addicted and Calloway Sisters series. It's ridiculous. We both ended last year reading Feel the Fire. We're somewhere in there. I'm probably just gonna have to start all over again because I don't even remember where I was. I need to get through them. This one is following Connor and Rose, and they are like my second favorite couple. I think Daisy and Riker are my favorite. Who's your favorite?
I don't know.
I think they're just so long, and that's what gets me to stop reading them, but I need to get back into it. I need to finish the series this year, so I want to start slowly making my way back into it. There's only like 3 more. This whole series is just revolved around 6 friends. The girls are sisters, the guys are like best friends. It's so cute. We just kind of follow their life and their problems. They're very wealthy people. All of these books just feel like a reality show. So it's always fun to read. I need to get back into it.
Speaking of series, this I know no one cares about. Every time I talk about it, no one else has read it, and anytime I put it up in a poll, no one votes for it, but that's okay. I'm just gonna read it on my own, and this is Seventh Circle by Tate James. This is book 1 in the Hades series. This is a dark romance series. I read Madison Kate. That was 4 books. Absolutely loved it. This is basically the start of the spin-off series, so I love that it's in the same world. This is like a different gang that's in the same town. The Madison Kate series also ended on a huge cliffhanger about who Hades is, because it's been this huge mystery throughout that series, so I still don't know who Hades is, and I'm very interested to find out who. Hades is the leader of the Timberwolves gang, so I kind of like how we're in her perspective, because Madison Kate was kind of just a girl thrown into that lifestyle, and this is someone who has been born into and raised in this lifestyle. So I'm just very excited. This book was gifted to me by Nikki, my dark romance plug, and she never fails, so I'm very excited to start it. I keep saying I'm excited, and it's because it's true.
So those are the ones that we picked for ourselves, but now we need to go get our TBR cart.
And blind pick our last 2 books.
2.
1 each.
Okay. I'm like, whoa.
You guys, we have the TBR cart back out. I'm not excited to see it.
This is a good way of getting us to read the books that have been on our shelves for way too long. So last time we did pick for each other. Should we do that again?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So we have each other's bowls. We're gonna pick for each other. I'm nervous. It's only 1 this time too.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like 5. Number 4.
8. Oh shoot. She doesn't look thin, I can tell you that. Okay.
I'm excited. I forget what we put in here.
Here's my book 4. Do we do it at the same time?
Sure.
Alright. I honestly have forgotten all of them.
Oh no! The wife upstairs.
Okay, I'm not even mad about it.
Yeah, this one I've been putting off for so long, it's ridiculous. But I think it's so funny because I was like, I don't know if I want to put a mystery thriller in my TBR right now, because what if I pick one?
That should be a good one though.
Yeah.
It's time.
I've been meaning to read this. This is The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I think we have a bunch of Rachel Hawkins books, huh?
Yeah, we have a couple.
And she's the one who does the XX? Yeah?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, love the XX. The Wife Upstairs flips the script on Jane Eyre and a timeless tale of forbidden romance, ill-advised attraction, and a wife who just won't stay buried. I don't know how many times I've read that already.
I know. I feel like I've memorized that.
I hope I love this and I have the reaction that's like, why have I not read it until now?
Exactly. Then we can read Reckless Girls after.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, I had pulled Electric Idol by Katie Roberts. I think it's actually kind of funny though, because the reason I picked Promises for Pomegranates is because I didn't love Katie Roberts' Neon Gods, and this is book 2 in that series, but I did hear that this series gets better and better, so maybe I'll like this one more than I like Neon Gods. I know that this one is a retelling of Psyche and Eros, so it's another like mythology-based romance. I remember Neon Gods being pretty spicy though, so I am interested. I kind of wanted to pick this for February for Valentine's Day, so I'm not mad that I have it to read now. But it says, he was the most beautiful man in Olympus and the most deadly. Psyche didn't expect to find herself married to the city's most dangerous killer, but something about Eros weakens a fire she's never felt before. As lines blur and loyalty shift, Psyche realizes Eros might take her heart after all, and she's not sure she can survive the loss. It sounds good. I'm ready for it. I do remember liking the modern city of Olympus in this series. That's all I really remember though, so I'm hoping I continue to like it. But I've got a lot of romance books this month, which is strange for me, but hopefully I like them all.
I like this idea.
I do like this idea. 1 month we're gonna have to do a whole blind picking of our entire TBR. But this is only month 2 of doing this, and I think it's been worth it so far. So that's all the books we're reading in March. Hopefully more than that, but at least these ones.
That's it for today's video. Next will be our wrap up. Hopefully we can read some more books until we film the wrap up.
Yeah, I've read 2 books this month, you guys. It's currently February 22nd and I've read 2 books. I'm not gonna go into the wrap up with only 2 books to talk about. I can't have that. So I'm reading tonight.
The first video in March is going to be a whole thrifting video. Those are our favorite to film. So we're going to our favorite book sale ever in Brenham, and then we are going to a library book sale as well. So
hopefully there's a bunch of nice ones to haul.
yes.
We've been doing a lot of shopping videos recently, but we've found a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
So it's worth it.
So we did pick a day for our reading sprint, and it's going to be February 28th, which is the last day of February, but we thought it would be cute to sit down and read together on the last day of February. We will be posting more information about what time we're thinking for the sprint, so be on the lookout for that.
We do post new book videos every week, so make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys next time.
I really want to know what you spoiled for yourself.
Oh, it's awful. It's infuriating that I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you love that, I'm not going to want to know, because then I'm going to want to read it.
Right. I'm not even going to tell you. No, don't read it.
Why
Let
not?
me read it. Let me see what it says.
Yeah, you're right. After already going to Neil Shusterman's thing, I still remember the question that was asked at the thing that ruined the whole.
That's not even that bad. That's not even that.
That was the whole thing.
No, I promise. I promise.
Man, she ruined. Oh my gosh, you guys.
That sucks. If you go to a book signing and there's a Q&A, you can't ask questions that are huge spoilers.
This girl asked a question that was like, I was like mouth on the floor. Like, she did not just say that, because it kind of spoiled the whole thing for me, I feel.
What? There's 3? There's 5? Okay, this was one that we found in a free little library.
Crazy.
Little free library?
Free little library.
Little free library.
Little free library.
I always say it wrong. It's little free library. The fact you're turning 24 this month.
Why would you even say that to me? Honestly.
Oh god.
Ew.
Welcome. I've been waiting.
The fact that you're turning 25 this year.
I don't want to even hear that ever.
Yeah.